get seated. There's room up front here for you also. Welcome today to Phoenix Writers Club's celebration of Arizona State Centennial and of our 86th birthday. Believe it or not, we are 86 years old, probably older than many of you. So we are going to be around for a long, long time. Today we're going to tell you a little bit about our history. I've written a poem to start us off, and you're going to see our actors perform everything from 1926 to the present. So please get your seats and we will begin. Phoenix Writers Club. Well, way back in 1926, some newspaper gals with gumption said, "Let's join the Phoenix Press Club." Well, the nerve of their assumption. Well, the men gazed at them with smiles and smirks, but said they were not allowed. "We're all professional journalists here, so you dames are in the wrong crowd." Well, those feisty ladies were not dismayed. They knew their talents were great, so they formed their own little writing club, and men were not on the slate. Well, as Earhart flew across the Atlantic and Disney was lauding a mouse, Edna Eaton was elected president of this soon-to-be powerhouse. The women were readers of prose of all kinds, bringing characters to life in skits. They dress up in costumes to entertain and inform, all the while using their wits. During the war years, the women held a silver tea to raise funds for British relief, and later helped veterans with writing classes to help them live with their grief. Well, National Poetry Day was signed into being in October of '55, and Governor McFarland had Marguerite Graper to thank for this coming to life. In the '60s, we offered workshops to members and the public for free, and we continue to publish our own works in another anthology. Our newsletter began in the '70s, and it's very well read till today. It's informative, witty, and telling, as our editors do not go halfway. In the '90s, a barrier was broken as the club first admitted men. As women, we understood that discrimination should never happen again. In 2001, a celebration was held at our library, Burton Bar. Then 5 years later, for our 80th gala, a children's book was the star. Several members wrote of a 9-year-old girl who goes on a fantastical trip. It debuted at our party as we dressed by decade, and Trimble spoke with much zip. Well, now our centennial has arrived in our state, 100 years in the making, and Phoenix Writers Club is still going strong, for our talents cannot be mistaken. Let the show begin.
What?
I said we would like to join.
Join? What would you like to join now?
Well, sir, we would like to join the press club. We heard that Phoenix has a branch of the National Press Club, and I need to know what are the dues and when do you meet?
Oh. We get your little joke. Now you ladies would run off and busy yourself with your little sewing and cooking column.
You can't be serious.
Of course we are serious. We both have degrees in journalism.
You know, You're just not what we want in this club.
Well, we are as qualified as most of your men to be reporters, and we want to be treated as equals in the press club.
See, you females are stepping out of bounds here. The men don't want you. I don't want you. You simply don't belong where you're not wanted. So, oh, and furthermore, any more of this nonsense could cost you your job. Do I make myself clear?
Yes, sir. No problem. We were only interested in furthering our careers by attending lectures at the press club and learning from you brilliant gentlemen today.
Oh my goodness, can you believe this? You give these females a little bit of schooling, right away they want to take over and run things.
Oh, they should have never been given the right to vote.
That's true. Women today are getting away with murder. My daughters want to bob their hair and wear short little skirts.
Sir.
Now what?
Well, sir, I'm going to leave my latest article as submission to entry to the press club.
Somehow, you're still not getting it. I don't make the rules here. This is a national, private, men's club. That means no women allowed.
It is a personal article about 19-year-old Gertrude Ederle. Now, you know who Gertrude Ederle is, don't you?
Gertrude Ederle? Of course I know.
Yes, the first woman to swim the English Channel. Breaking, do you understand? Breaking the record of any male channel swimmer.
This does not change a thing.
Well, I'll just leave it here anyhow. And we are making history, and women do read the newspaper. Soon, very soon, you'll be reading our bylines, and you'll hear our roar.
Yes, this will do nicely. The Y is giving us Tuesday evenings. Now, we should get busy drawing up the Constitution and the bylaws.
Okay.
Now, let's do it here. And what names have you been considering?
Well, I have been jotting down some names I thought might work. The first one, Dragon Ladies of Journalism.
I love it. Dragon Lady fits you all right. How about feminism in journalism?
Nah.
presses authoresses.
The scribes or the scribettes.
Or femme fatales in the news.
I got it. I got it. The newsy floozies.
That's what the men will be calling us, the newsy floozies. No, I think we should have a more serious name, like Active Journalists of Phoenix.
Okay, active.
Yeah.
Active, you mean working. All right, now let's think. Are we going to include all writers? That means journalists, poets, novelists, and so forth?
Oh, why not? But they must be published and admitted to the club by a membership committee only.
And exclusively for women. We do not want these men controlling us anymore. I got it. Wild West Women Writers. And our logo could be WWWW.
Oh dear, that's a mouthful. It's like the reporters, 5 W's, who, what, when, where, and why. Well, how about writing witches work wonders? No, I think we should have women only in the bylaws, but not in the title.
Okay.
We can be discreet. We'll just say, I'm sorry, my good man, but we find that male writers simply don't measure up to our standards.
That's good. That's good, but you're really saying, you men stink. Okay, here we go. Let's put it down. 1926. I think we simply start with Phoenix Writers Club. We can always change it later on.
It's true. We'll need a president. You up for the job?
Me? No. I'm not up for any job of president.
Neither do I, but you know who would be a good president? Edna Eaton.
Good idea. Good idea. You go and work on Edna, and I'm going to start recruiting members right now. But first, we've done enough for today. Let's go out and have a drink and celebrate.
Oh, there you are. Sorry I'm late. Congratulations, Madam President.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. They are so beautiful. Gotta give up the smoking.
Yes, you probably should.
I think we took the menu, but I'm going to have a chicken enchilada plate.
Oh, all
So you
right.
better order what you want.
Yes. Well, you know, you were the perfect choice for the
Well,
president.
Edna has done a fantastic job. I don't know if I'm going to be able to fill her shoes. And last count, let me see, we have 31 members, all published.
Oh, my goodness. No, you've done a fantastic job. All the people you've recruited, novelists, teachers, magazine editors, poets. I'm so proud of you.
Well, thank you.
Thank you.
Would you like another drink?
Yes, please bring me another drink.
Yes, and my friend would like a chicken enchilada plate. I would like chili relleno with rice and beans, and I'll have a margarita. Thank you.
Very good, ladies.
Guess what? Best news. Angela Hammers is going to join our club. She has done wonders with the Mesa Tribune. You know, I don't think there are too many women editors of newspapers in this country.
In the whole country,
That's
right?
it.
That's wonderful.
Greetings, fellow journalists. Wow, I hear your Phoenix Writers Club is going great gun. Congratulations, well done. You know what? Why don't you come up with a feature article? We can do some photos, bios, and don't forget the accomplishments of your members. Ought to sell a lot of papers.
Oh, wait, thank you, boss. We'll get right on it. Yahoo! Here.
Oh, yeah, my drink.
Good morning, gentlemen. Thank you for signing up for our writing workshop. This workshop is designed to give you men a creative outlet while you are mending. We're going to guide you in recalling early memories with lists of questions about your early childhood, your folks, tales told by other relatives, early friends, school days, pets, of course sports, cars, hobbies, and relationships.
Excuse me, I'm not going to write about that. My doctor told me to write about how I got hit. Don't know how that's going to help. I'll be stuck in this damn chair the rest of my life.
Oh, well, your doctor is right. You should write about circumstances that led up to your injuries and write about your recovery. But, you know, you had a whole life before this happened. And you will always be just known as the relative in the wheelchair. So you have to start writing about other things that will interest people, and then you can continue writing. Is that right? Yeah, we'll give you a lot to write about. Why don't you come and sit, sir?
Have a seat. What you said is true, and this applies to all of you. Sharing your writing is, of course, your choice, but everyone has stories to tell. Your lives are collections of events. We're going to draw on those images by jogging your memories. You can start with your childhood, open with a specific time or event in your life, such as your military experience, meeting people, a marriage, a death, a birth. We're going to type and bind your stories for your families. We will add some photographs, some medals, and some awards. Please write every day and use a little humor in your stories.
Yes, and we will give you some writing skills. And then we're going to give you some assignments. They'll be just short assignments. And then every week, we would like you to read aloud your work. Shall we get started?
Well, ladies and gentlemen, what an exciting event this is. Our very own random arrows. the very first anthology from the members of the Phoenix Writers Club. So many of our poets contributed to this anthology, and they are for sale today. You're going to want to buy them. Anthologies make great gifts. Some of the poems are about Arizona, the mountains, the deserts, even the valleys, and some rivers. I think what we're going to do is read some of the prize-winning poems for you. And I will start. Home by Margaret Parsons Hyde. This Arizona's home to me, a friendly place of doors unlatched, that bids me rest where'er I will, beneath its roof, with sunshine thatched. A desert blooms within its walls. High mountains hold the rude winds out. Its mines are cellars full of gold. Its farms are pictures hung about. Its children meet life gallantly. They sing at work. They laugh. They love. They bless the heaven of their earth and seek no fairer home above.
Since for the last 3 years, our country has been embroiled in what is now being called World War II, we have dedicated this poetry reading to our armed forces. Some of the poems have been written by mothers and wives of fallen troops. NCO Nurse by Gertrude Bryan Leeper. You loved life, the little things, the gay salute of crickets, the moonlight's pattern on the grass, and dripping rain in thickets. You loved bright frocks and foolish hats and children gaily swinging and friendly faces at twilight's hour and kettles muted singing. You fluffed up pillows, straightened beds, and sang low-throated airs. You laughed the wounded round the clock to early vesper prayers. You loved life so, and yet, when death poured from the sky's dark space, you met it gallantly, unafraid, a smile upon your face. And this is See You Again by Maud Longwell. Sleepily in the sun's last light, after he mumbled his amens, he'd say, "Night, mother, see you again." "Good night, little lad, see you again." Swaggering, scarf to the wind unfurled, his hat a tilt, each day he was off to conquer the world. "Goodbye, mother, see you again." "Goodbye, I'll see you again," he said. Gallantly now his wings he wore as he rode the skies through inferno's roar to the awful embrace of flame and lead. "Goodbye, mother," he said, and then left her a pledge for the aching years, an echo to stem a tide of tears. "Goodbye, mother, see you again." Are you?
The next poem is I Ride Alone by Frances Adams Moore. This poem won first prize in a national contest. Now down the trail we knew, I ride alone, my thoughts aware of crunching sand, the sharper note of stone on stone. The mare, unheeding rein and heel, forsakes the trail to nip the dry mesquite beans, rasping in the breeze. 5 quail, half run, half fly, from sage to boulder clump. Once long ago we rode this way, and saw the desert fox pad to and fro, lean-flanked and gray. I ride alone, yet not alone, for you are still a part of everything we knew.
We west of Phoenix. Do you know how it got its name? Frank Luke Jr. was a World War I flying ace. In 1918, he was shot down beside a small pond behind German lines near the village of Melvaux, Alsace-Lorraine. The villagers found him the next day after he died. He was surrounded by Germans, and he managed to kill 6 of them before he died of his mortal wounds. They were shocked, the villagers were shocked by his young age, so they tenderly cared for and buried his body and notified the Americans. One of our club members wrote this, Frank Luke Jr. by Christiana Gilchrist. Ah, he was young, said they from Melvaux. The clear gold of childhood still threaded his hair. His body was rife with the glory of youth as he dropped like an angry god from the air. Ah, he was young, said they of Melvaux, and with terrible youth he fought on the sand, so young that his mother may not yet forget the thrust of his baby feet in her hand. They wrapped him about with holiest care and laid him to sleep with their own, breathing low, a prayer for the mighty young soul, and a sigh, for we too have lost, said they of Melvaux.
Thank you. I think we're going to end this poetry reading on a lighter note with another very short poem by Frances Adams Moore. I said, why not get married? A husband's very fine. She said, my dear, I think I shall, and helped herself to mine. Thank you.
I got the
black lady, and should we vote on this matter?
No, no, it will not come to a vote. A woman writer is a woman writer, is a woman writer, is a woman writer. Here is an application. Have her come to the meeting next month.
Look, can you believe this? I got sent home from work yesterday and was told not to come back until I changed my skirt.
Oh,
Well, did you go home and change and then go back to work?
No, I was too insulted. I didn't know what to do.
oh, the same thing happened to me when I went to work like this with a pantsuit.
Well, I can see that mini skirts are in, but I think for the workplace, one always has to dress professionally.
Oh,
And anyhow, to wear a mini skirt, one should have the legs for it.
Well, I used to.
well,
Come on, gals. I mean, this just isn't fair. We started this club, they started this club in 1926 to stop the male chauvinism in the workplace. What do you say?
You know, Marge, you do have a point here, and I'm going to agree with you. I think that we cannot allow men to tell us what to do anymore.
that's right.
I am going to write an article, and I'm going to demand equal pay for equal jobs. And I'm going to include in that article that women should be allowed to wear whatever fashionable, as long as it's decent.
Yes, and let's all write letters to the editor advocating women's liberation.
Well, for gosh sakes, let's not stop there. We're writers, for
Right,
gosh
it's
sakes.
about time.
Let's write the CEOs of major corporations.
Yes.
The Better Business Bureau. How about the TV and the radio stations?
Yeah, and don't forget insurance companies. You know, men in the company where I work can insure their wives, but the women employees cannot cover their husbands, even if they're unable to work. And that's not fair.
That's just not fair.
Okay, let's go along with it. I'll go along with it, but I don't think I'll burn my brow right now.
suppose you're right. We'll just have to make do, right?
Well, I guess so. It's a done deed as far as I know.
I know they had a vote last night. I don't know how many people voted for them, do you?
I did.
Ron did.
I'd like to call this meeting to order. For those of you who missed last month's meeting, the majority of Phoenix Writers Club members voted on permitting men for the first time in our history. So we've changed the bylaws, and men are now members, and we have a couple who would like to speak. Please.
Thank you, Madam President. Good afternoon, ladies. I understand your club began in 1926, and it has taken nearly 70 years for you ladies to admit men into your inner sanctum. Thank you. It is an honor and privilege to join your ranks.
We only hope to honor the Phoenix Writers Club for the good work you, and hope to add and contribute to the good work that you do. Plus, reaping the benefits of guest monthly speakers, and not to mention the pleasure of being surrounded by such intelligent, talented, and beautiful women.
Thank you for your flattery. I take it you're a comedy romance writer. These are the first applications that any men have received. We welcome you as our first male members.
Thank you.
Please grab a seat. We have a new female member today, and of course we have several guests. So I'd like to start with that table, and I'd appreciate it if you'd stand up, introduce yourself, tell us your writing genre, what inspires you to write, and just a little bio about yourself. And then when we're finished with that, we'll go ahead and talk about the contest, the book fair, and of course today's guest speaker. Please.
Welcome.
All right.
You're welcome.
Welcome.
Hey, that deserves.
I'm need a cup of coffee. There, I'm ready. A shipboard romance. That's a good title. Let's see. Okay. Our hero, tall, handsome, well-built. His hair long, blonde, like Fabio. He was hired by the crews to entertain and romance single women. Sort of a gigolo, I guess. Our hero was on deck of the cruise ship, sitting in a lounge chair, basking in the sun. No, it's an evening, and it's cold and windy. But our hero doesn't feel cold. His name, Peter, Paul, or Mary? No. His name is Carlo. That's it, Carlo. And he is tall, dark, and handsome. Carlo hears a woman weeping in the shadows. He stands up. Are you all right? Can I help you? The woman turns and rushes to his side. Her long golden curls flowing in the wind. She is wearing a very sexy dress. Carlo is interested. He looks at her delicious curves. The young woman, well, erase that, not so young. She sobs. My name is Matilda. No. Florida. No. Alexandra. No. Beatrice. Yes, Beatrice. My name is Beatrice. I came up on deck to throw this diamond bracelet into the ocean. She holds up the bracelet and skips to the railing. Carl follows. No, you can't do that. It's beautiful. Why would you want to get rid of it? He takes it from her. Oh, she cries. I'm married to a very rich man. A horrible man who thinks he can buy my love with jewels, fancy cars, and exotic trips. But I'm looking for a man who will love me for who I am and not for the fortunes left to me by my deceased husbands. Carlo enfolds her in his arms and caresses her raven hair. My darling, Carlo murmurs, you need a man who loves you and will protect you. You have found him. It is I, Carlo Frazzini. Beatrice kisses Carlo and whispers, Carlo, do you really love me? Carlo kisses her and says, yes, I really love you. She whispers, do you really love me? Carlo nods, yes, really. Beatrice steps back. If you really love me, meet me here in an hour. I will bring my husband up on deck, and you will throw throw him overboard. Then you and I can be together forever. Carlo gasped. Beatrice, you want me to murder your husband? Why not divorce him? No, no, she says coyly. I don't believe in divorce. All my husbands have come to untimely ends. But you are different. You entrance me. I feel your love. Carlo, my darling, I want you with every fiber of my being. Wait here. Beatrice runs off. Carlo is stunned. Should he go along with this maniac murderer? He feels in his pocket for the diamond bracelet. He holds it up and he exits. No, it is not working out. I think I should try another genre, maybe comedy or mystery. I've taken writing classes, and they're okay, but I feel the need to be with some real authors. It'd be nice to join a club and learn from some professionals. I know. I'll join the Phoenix Writers Club.
our 80th anniversary. It's so wonderful to be here and to see all of you here to celebrate with us. Oh, and by the by, look what we have accomplished. 10 of us authors worked on a delightful children's book. Well, really, it is a book for children of all ages. We called it The Wall. And it is a wonderful story. We will have them for sale today during the anniversary celebration. So you better get your copy. They make great gifts, really great gifts. 10 authors participated. One author started the story, passed it on to the next. She passed it on to the next and to the next until we finished the entire book. And you know what, darlings? I'm going to enter this in a contest. It's a wonderful book. I'm sure we're going to win something. So let's party hardy over here.
Yes, this is a wonderful party. We got delicious food and great music. And this is our 80th anniversary. Can you believe it? We have all our members dressed in fashions of the years. So we're going to have a wonderful time.
Thank you.